Hello, thank you for joining us live today. I'm Heidi Krause, Simon's mama here at Simon Says Stamp in Columbus, Ohio. Brrr, my gosh. My goodness, is anybody else feeling this? Oh, it's cold to the bone. Who has a fireplace in the house? My goodness. So got to get your winter coats, your winter gear, all of the things on for if you're experiencing the cold that we are. Thank you for joining us live today. I always got to say thank you to our buddies here, Reed and to Brian, who make all of this happen. And I get woot woot for sure. This is definitely a fest in happening because there's so many people involved. Today, we're going to be showing lots of inspiration for you with our new releases, the To Love and Be Loved. Is that right? To Love and To Be Loved releases. So they're for our early 2025. These are our first releases of 2025. You'll see there's a lot of love sentiment in here, and love comes in all forms. We love our family, we love our friends, we love our neighbors. There's romantic love. So I want something for everyone in this release, and I'm hoping that you can see there really is something for everyone in this release. The art is spectacular. The makers have knocked it literally out of the box, and if you've seen this release, you'll know when I say out of the box, we do have some boxes in this release. So there's a lot of fun things to come. Before I go into showing you all the inspiration and also a sneak peek of something to come, I want to say thank you to the makers for sending all of this in, as well as the illustrators and the designers who have made all of this product come to life. So great job, everyone. If you're watching us live, I hope you're a regular and you know what that means. And you know what? If you're not a regular, I hope now you'll know that for those of you who watch us live, we try to do something a little extra special. And so if you're watching us live, we have a $100 gift card for somebody random who's commenting and watching live. And Reed is watching the comments, so he is going to randomly choose somebody to win a prize. And if you have any questions, make sure you put them in the live chat. We're monitoring that heavily. We've got Beth Opal helping us with product links behind the scenes too. So you'll see activity in that live. So if you don't have that little chat opened, you probably should. You get some really helpful, valuable information and links, and even you get the opportunity to win a $100 gift card to simonsaysstamp.com, and you'll have the opportunity then to get anything you want that we're showcasing today and so much more, because our Simon Says Stamp website has products from all kinds of top vendors. And thank you. We made our biggest announcement of the year earlier this week, and you guys responded with so much enthusiasm, and that makes me feel good because this was my idea, and the enthusiasm for an idea that comes from within just made me feel so much good. So made me feel so good. And what that was the class. We are for the first time ever going to be doing a free class on YouTube, and we have a kit for the first time ever that went along with that kit. Goes along with that class. Now the kits have sold out, and it's no surprise because the value on those kits is extreme. The value is wonderful. However, if you want to join us for that live class, February 7th, it's available it'll be on YouTube. It'll be Nina Marie Trapani teaching me how to make a card, a box, and a tag. There's that box word again. And we'll be live February 7th. If you want to join us for that class and don't have a kit, please feel free. All of those products are now available on our website for individual purchase. We made sure of that because those kits sold out. I can't promise we'll always be able to do that, but because those kits are sold out, we were able to make those products live. And if you're wondering what products we're going to be using in that class, Reed and Stephanie put in the notes section of the video from the live earlier this week all of the products that are going to be used in that class. Is that right, Reed? I think Stephanie updated that. So you'll see the stamps and the dies and some of the other products. If you want to purchase them now, so you have them in hand, because that's the goal. The goal for this class is that while you're taking the class with us, you have those products in front of you. So if you weren't one of the people who were able to snag one of the kits before they sold out, you are welcome to get the stamps, the dies, the stencils, any of the products that we have that we're using in that class. And I'll show you some of them today in this live. There's some of them that I will be showing them to you today too. Okay, I'm covering a lot. Are you guys all ready?
You're doing great.
Are you sure? Thanks for the positive feedback, but I want to make sure I'm not going. I tend to go too fast. So I see there's a chat. I hear, oh, so someone say, but yep, Donna, somebody said box. So thank you guys. Look at all these people joining us live. Bethany, Angie, Marty, Nina Marie is in the house, and Nina will be teaching that class with us February 7th. The class is available at the Simon Says Stamp YouTube video, and we are already in the works of planning another one because this one has been so well received. So thank you all for, I can't thank you enough because it's fun for us to get to do this. And when you respond so positively, it makes it even more fun. So I think what I'll do now, oh, and I can't forget, Stephanie I have a little note here. I got to remind everybody, if you want to find out about future classes or future sneak peeks or product reveals or even sales and special discount codes, if you're become a VIP, all you need to do is sign up for our email newsletter. The sign up is at the top of our website, simonsaystamp.com. All you got to do is enter your email address. Now I will say, it will ask you if you want to enter your birthday. And if you want to enter your birthday, you're going to get a special birthday gift from us. So if you enter your birthday, that's why we do that, because then around your birthday time, we send you a special gift. So sign up for our email newsletter if you want to learn about our future classes. Okay, so now is a good time, Reed. I think we're going to change cameras. And for the first time, I think ever in a live, I have to give huge kudos and thank you, because for the first time ever, I have one of those really cherished Jennifer McGuire cards, handmade by Jennifer McGuire. Thank you, Jennifer, our fellow Buckeye. I don't know who's an Ohio State Buckeye. There's a big game I hear tonight. Jennifer is also an Ohio gal, and Jennifer used our brand new Pinnacle Hearts embossing folder. Now, I want to give you guys some insider trading information on this Pinnacle Hearts embossing folder. It is part of our February card kit of the month, which you guys are going to see next Tuesday. I'm actually going to go live next Tuesday and show you that kit. So this Pinnacle Hearts is part of that card kit. So just FYI, if you're a card kit subscriber, you're going to see this again. So I want to show you not just this beautiful card by Jennifer McGuire, which if you watch her Jennifer McGuire YouTube channel, she shows a really cool new technique. I was telling a few people about it this morning, using alcohol in a spray bottle to create, and stencils to create really beautiful effects. And then I have some other cards to show you. This one, yep, this one is by Emily Midget. She actually used the Pinnacle Hearts embossing folder and the indented side. Can you tell how she did it backwards? You guys know how to do that? You just flip your card. So she used it here. And then I've got another card. This one is by Sherry Carroll. Love. She used that Pinnacle Hearts embossing folder. Speaking of, I love these colors. So thank you for all of those samples. Speaking of love, I want to show you the other product. LOVE, this has been a massive hit with all of you. I have another card that Sherry created with that same LOVE. Guess what? It is a die set. Groovy Love Dies. That's how this love was created. And it goes along here. Sorry guys, I gotta move my stuff around. It also plays beautifully with this love letter. Heads up, this love letter stamp set is going to be used in our February live class, February 7th. So if you snagged a kit, you already have this. If you were unable to get a kit and you want to participate in that live class with us, we are going to be using this love letter stamp set, and you can go ahead and buy it now, and then you'll have it in your hands for class. We also have in that kit the love letter dies, and those are available separately or as a bundle on our website. So you see you've got a little bit of a love theme going on here. Now I've got another embossing folder to show everybody with two really different samples. This is called Dancing Floral, and Joe Sisavath created this card. I love how Joe put gems, white on white here. Well, I guess it's just white on white back cardstock. Joe is joining us from the West Coast. Our hearts and prayers certainly go out to everybody on the West Coast, especially California right now. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. Our hearts are with all of you. Reed and I were just talking about it before we went live. It's terrible, terrible situation. Here is a card by Emily Midget. It says, I'm sorry. I don't know, maybe that's what made me think about it. But we do have occasions where we need to send a sentiment like, I'm sorry. So this is totally organic, and I'm just popping into this card right now. Kathy Zilski illustrated this whole I'm Sorry series for you. This is called I'm Sorry Sentiments. And then she also has this I'm Sorry Sentiments die. So it's a single die. This die will cut out perfectly the I'm Sorry from the stamp set. There's also, Kathy created the I'm Sorry dies. This is multiple dies. So if you use this die, you can cut out, and you can see this card by Mary Reiner. See how she has, it's a shadow effect. Beautiful embossing folder in the background. Mary Reiner created this card. I'm sorry, you'll get through this. And that sentiment is from Kathy Zilski's I'm Sorry stamp set. And I've got another beautiful inspiration by Maggie Haas. I love that Maggie splattered that gold metallic. So, and did a Simon Says stamp gold metallic cardstock. That's one of our really popular products that you guys have been loving this past year, is that gold metallic cardstock. Okay, I'm going to switch gears for a second and give you some other information. This has already sold out, and we're not going to be restocking it for quite some time. This was made overseas. It's the dotted heart embossing folder and cutting die. We were not going to be restocking these anytime soon, but I did want to show you, we had some beautiful inspiration. This one by Cindy. So if you bought this, because we did have a lot of people buy this embossing folder, you have some ideas on what you can do with it. And this is Barbara Terriau. And as always, you know, when I do these lives, I hope you guys can see that all of this inspiration can inspire you with any products that you have. You know, you can die cut with glitter cardstock any sentiment that you might have in your stash. You don't necessarily need that Adore one. And I talked a little bit ago about Jennifer McGuire did a video yesterday, which I love. I watched it. I couldn't sleep. I was like up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I watched it, and I texted her at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I love your video. This is another Jennifer McGuire card. She used the technique that she was showcasing in her video with a stencil and alcohol with that Spellbinder spritz bottle and running it through an embossing machine to create this. And the Love You dies, she did something really interesting, which you'll have to watch the video to see how she made that Love You sentiment out of this die set. It says Love You More, but she edited it to get creative and just make it say Love You. But I have other inspiration. This also by Jennifer, where she used the full Love You More. I also love all this glitter cardstock. People are using a bunch of glitter cardstock. This by Mary Reiner. Another card by Mary Reiner. This is interesting because she die cut and left out the negative space. See that? Instead of having the Love You More as a separate die, she used the negative space from the outline to create that. I don't know if, am I making any sense? Well, Mary Reiner did that. If you want to see exactly how she did it, I hope she'll share on her blog, but maybe you guys understand what I'm trying to say, how she did that card. Joe Sisavath created this, and I've got some cards, again, using glitter cardstock. This is by Heather Hoffman, Love You More with that glitter cardstock. And this is a good opportunity for me to show you another product that this will tie in perfectly. Look at this. So let me move all this out of the way. It looks like Joe used this product as well on his inspiration. This is a brand new stamp called Tucked Hearts. You guys are loving this. Right out of the gate, as soon as our release went live for the VIPs, this was the #1 selling product right out of the gate. And this, isn't it fun, this optical illusion? It makes me feel like I'm on Facebook. Do you guys do those things where you look at some image on Facebook for a certain amount of time and it plays optical illusion tricks on you? Have you ever done that, Reed?
Yeah, I have. You pull random stuff out. I love it.
I don't know if you don't want to live in my brain for very long. It is totally random. But I love, wait till you guys see some of the inspiration. So Barbara Terriau created a shaker card. She colored each almost petal in that Tucked Heart stamp. And then Betsy Green, another Buckeye, go Buckeyes, big game tonight. Reed's like, you're acting like you know about the game. He was in the meeting where he was in the meeting where the guys were talking about the game. I'm like, oh, there's a game, but yeah, I'm acting like I'm in the know, but I'm only in the know because all the people around me are telling me. I do love. I mean, when you live in Columbus, Ohio, it's hard to not be a Buckeyes fan. I mean, it's all around us. There's parties based on the games, there's food, there's clothes. Even Megan, our human resource person, is wearing an Ohio State sweatshirt today. She looks so adorable. You know, if you're a Buckeye, you're familiar with the colors of the Buckeye season. Okay, I'll move past Buckeye talk. Let me find, I've got some more. I'm gonna stick with the love theme for just a little bit longer. And remember, I fully recognize that love comes in all different forms. You can send birthday love, for example. What's extra fun about this stamp? Okay, there's a cool story. This is called Strip's birthday. Easy Strip's birthday. Don't forget, easy, literally E and a Z. Strip's birthday. We designed a die that came out during December called Easy Strips Dies. I don't have one in front of me because they sold out so fast. We can't keep them in stock, although I think they're back in stock as of today on the website. The Easy Strips dies work perfectly with this stamp and all of our other Easy Strips products. Like, we have some sentiment strips, but this is one single stamp and it will line up perfectly. You don't have to do all that messy, fussy lining up. It will line up perfectly with your Easy Strips dies. Okay, so if you don't have the Easy Strips dies, that's okay too, because I'm gonna show you all kinds of, do I have any inspiration with that? I probably just pulled this out of nowhere. I don't know if I have any inspiration with these.
I don't believe so.
So you get the idea. Yeah, probably because we were sold out. We couldn't send any. You guys are just loving the Easy Strip series. So again, this is Easy Strips birthday. Take a look at it. It might be the only one you see for a few weeks because these things are flying. Okay. This is called Swirly Hearts. Love is in the air. Congratulations. Great for a wedding or a graduation. Love you. We're meant for each other. That is a little more romantic. I hear ya. I hear ya. Sherry Carroll. Sherry, are you in the chat? I don't know if Sherry's in the chat. Sherry illustrated, I think, this set. I don't know how many years you've been married, Sherry, but I know you've been married to Tom for a really long time. We've been hearing funny stories about Tom for a long time. Sherry's probably had her, if I had to guess, I know at least 30 years because you're boys. Got more. Maggie Haas created this. So watch the chat for Sherry. If she's not in there, we'll take a guess.
I'll let you know.
I think she's married 35 years, but we'll see. She had her anniversary while she was here for our holiday party in December. And again, that tucked heart, see that tucked heart stamp in the background? Really popular, made in the USA. And then these swirly hearts dies coordinate perfectly with the swirly heart stamps.
Sherry and Tom have been married 38 years.
38.
Yeah.
All right. Happy belated anniversary to Sherry and Tom. Thank Tom for letting you come to Columbus, Ohio on your anniversary. And for illustrating these beautiful products and cards. Sherry's a rock star. So these, I wanted to talk for a second before I move to the next product. So what we do at Simon Says Stamp, and I'm sorry if you already know this, just tune me out for a second. We have the stamps available on our website for purchase. We have the dies available individually for purchase on the website. So you can buy one and the other. We also have bundles. So you can purchase the stamp and die set as a bundle. Hope that helps you to know. We try to end the price of our bundles on a 7 for different reasons. So if you see a product that's $35.97, it's because it's a bundle. More that's internally, but it's kind of a fun fact for those Simon Says Stamp enthusiasts. So this is the Swirly Hearts product. And I think, Sherry, did you illustrate this Hugs to You? This is another one that it wasn't the top seller in the first few minutes, but definitely after the first 24 hours when people started seeing all the great inspiration with the Hugs to You stamp set. And of course, coordinating dies are available, sold separately or as a bundle. Once you all started seeing the inspiration, this one happens to be made by Sherry Carroll herself, everybody started responding enthusiastically. Susie Plantamura created this. I've got another really colorful card by our very own Callie person. Love that, Callie. Callie's working on something behind the scenes for y'all too. I can't wait to make that announcement. Betsy Green has this. And then we also have the stencils, which you can probably tell from some of these samples. The stencils with the masks that go perfectly with this stamp set. So you can color in, like this is a good example of using blending brushes to color in the H, the U, the G, the S with a stencil. Have you guys done that before? This is a technique. I guess it's probably not a new technique, but it's a really popular technique right now. I just want to take a second to show you. So see how this stencil blocks out the letters. So if you want to color really quickly, you can take a blending brush and color the H with a pink, move the stencil over to the U, color the U with a peach, move the stencil over to a G with your blending brush, blend. I'm going to show you. I actually have a blending brush here because I'm at Reed's desk, and God bless Reed because I keep tools at his desk for these lives. So you could take a blending brush, and of course this one is cute little Simon Says stamp. You could blend the U with ink. And then when Sherry created, oh, this was Callie, I'm sorry, this is Callie's card. She also took a white pen and accented the letters, which was a really clever idea. So this stencil coordinates with the stamp set, also coordinates with the die, is available as a bundle if you wish. And hopefully this inspiration lights your heart with excitement for things you can do. Lighting heart, yes, candy makes my heart light. We have the same type of sequence here. I got to get some of this stuff off my screen. Sweet treats. Oh, so much inspiration. You guys people loved the sweet treats too because I've got more inspiration for this. My goodness. Sweet treats stamp set. Like a box of chocolates with all my heart. Love you more than chocolate. So much. This XOXO is a classic. And you've got all the favorite candies, cupcakes. I don't even know the names of all of these things. Aren't there like declares or I don't know. There's all these fancy French words in these treat boxes that I don't know how to pronounce. So probably shouldn't even try.
There's assorted chocolates in this one.
Assorted chocolates.
Yeah. Eclairs are the long ones that are stuffed with cream in the middle. They're delicious.
Big Are you on a microphone today, Reed?
Yeah, you can hear me really well.
Hopefully you guys can hear Reed now because he's got a microphone now. Sweet treats dies, and then we did the same thing with this that we did with the hugs. So now you can color the stamps with the sweet treat stencils, and we gave you some examples on the back of the packaging so you can have an idea. And this is a set of 4 stencils. Great value and made in the USA. 4 stencils that you just play that little match game to figure out what you're going to color and line them up. You can color the bow, blend it, the pieces like the heart, the outlines, play the match, color the lollipop. So set of 4 stencils. You can purchase them separately or as a bundle. And when you see the inspiration, this is by Mary Reiner. Thank you, Mary. That's a really nice 1-layer card. The opposite of this multi-layer Joe Siseveth tag. That's really fun. I see Barbara Terriau also put that Love You More die on here, along with white on white Love You More background. That's a clever idea. Susie Plantamura. It's funny. When I reach for a card, when Susie has made it, I can tell. This is a card by Susie Plantamura. It's got those hearts in the background that are also part of next month's card kit. And I'm so happy to have yet another shaker card. Thank you, Callie. Callie person cut out each of these and made it into a shaker card. Betsy Green, I know I keep talking about Buckeyes. Betsy, our fellow Buckeye, created this. I mean, so many pieces of inspiration with this. I want to make sure to show you also. Mindy Egan did a large, I think this is called A6 card. And then another showstopper by or Enza Gudor. I don't know if I say your name right, Enza. I need to work on that. All of these cards were made using the new Sweet Treats stamps, dies, and stencils. So thank you to all the makers who have sent these beautiful things to us. All right, I think I'm gonna clear off. How does Tim Holt show so many products so efficiently? I feel like I'm making these piles and making a mess.
Doing great. There was one question about what do we do with all the inspiration after we do live streams?
Ooh, good question. So all of this inspiration that is sent to us by makers, we save and we showcase it in different places, like around our office, when we do a show like Create, or when we do other trade shows. From time to time, we'll do other trade shows. This is the Funky Hearts, another set of 4 stencils. These are possible layering options are on the back of the packaging. You can see Callie Person layered her Funky Hearts. Mindy Egan layered her Funky Heart stencils. Betsy Green, love the blues. See, this doesn't shout Valentine's, right? Like Gina and I text all the time. Gina Krupski and I text. I'm not showing off. I'm just saying. She always says love you more. So whenever I read a sentiment like that, and it's blue, so it made me think of Gina. I wasn't trying to, what do they call, name drop, but I do love Gina. Maggie Haas, who did the purples and the yellows for Love You More. This kind of reminds me of like that Brady Bunch vibe. So I'm gonna move to a little bit of a different theme. Sketch Clovers, and Miriam Prantner illustrated this for us. Sherry Carroll created this lovely card by stamping multiple greens. And Jean Doringsfeld, look at the fine detail of those clovers. And of course, we've got coordinating dies available. And the sentiments are great. Sending love and lucky vibes. You're my lucky charm. Lucky to know you. May your blessings outnumber the shamrocks that grow. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I have a friend whose daughter is going through chemo. This is something, sending love and lucky vibes would be something I'd send to her. She was just telling me how they feel so lucky because the type of cancer that her daughter has is very curable. They've got the best doctors in Pittsburgh that are working with her. And so I can totally see myself, and now I'm saying it out loud, I'm gonna make it happen, sending love and lucky vibes, because certainly when somebody's going through something hard, it's the best time to be thinking of them and sending cards. Which I've got another, you guys saw the I'm sorry CZ sentiment earlier. This is coupled with the Lifted Heart stamp set. Look at all the dies, or the sentiments on here. This is a 4x6 stamp set, really reasonably priced at $15.99 with all of these options. Love you. You are the one. We are made for each other. Life is better with you. You make my heart smile. That is something I text to all my friends. To the one I love, to my love you more. You're my everything, you and me. You're my sunshine, which my mom always would sing to me when I was little, and now I tell my kids that. I love loving you. I only have eyes for you. You are my happily ever after. Great for a wedding card. I mean, people don't send each other enough. My heart skips a beat when I think of you. And of course, we have the coordinating dies. And I really love this gold. Betsy Green created this, the gold with green here. See how she actually stamped those lines? She might have used, I wonder if she used that Lisa Horton interference ink. I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like she did. Betsy, if you want more from Betsy, you can go to betsyggreendesign.com. How cool is that green with gold? That's something, I guess that's why they have St. Patrick's Day is green and gold, right? And we've got sequins, conversation heart sequins as part of this To Be Loved, To Love and To Be Loved release. I guess it's actually 2 releases in one, so To Love and To Be Loved. We launched some of these products, fun fact, we launched some of these products in December when a lot of us were thinking about Christmas, but some of you early birds like to create in December for Valentine's Day and beyond. I think the Opal sisters are good at that. They're really good at working ahead. I'm not so good at working ahead. When it's December, I'm thinking about Christmas. So we released part of the products in December and part of them just yesterday. And I'm going to show you some Chickadee Gathering, some inspiration for that. What I love about this, it's an embossing folder. It's a 3D embossing folder, which means it's got multi-levels on it when you die cut it. And it's got the die cut little chickadees. What I love about this embossing folder, and I'm so glad Emily Midget did in her card, is she embossed and then she just used the embossing as a template for coloring. So she colored in with watercolors everywhere there was embossing to create this card. And then also, Susie Plantamura did something very similar, where she embossed and then colored over the embossed parts. This almost looks like paper piecing, but it's not. These leaves are part of the embossed images from this 3D folder. And then here's a card. I'm not sure who made this, but this is a beautiful card that has multiple products. So this person actually layered, I don't know, it might be Emily Midget, I'm not sure. Actually layered different flowers, die cut the chickadees and colored them. See how the chickadees are an outline die cut, but the embossing has little feathers and leaves that will make them stand out on paper. And you can see the paper right here.
That card is from Callie Person.
Oh, Callie. I should have known. Callie, it's beautiful. Callie did a really good job of accentuating how this embossing folder makes those beautiful lines. And again, this is called Chickadee Gathering. I'm not really sure. Oh, this is interesting.
So, I'll explain some context. If you want to show it real quick.
I talked to Mary when she dropped this one off. Mary, thank you for the extra context. This is a little piece that you would insert into a flower arrangement or a bush.
On a stick. I see. And she, look at Mary goes the extra mile. Mary is local, so of course she's a Buckeye. But look how she even sent us a picture of what you could do with this. I love that's cute. And she used, which is probably one of the reasons why we have it in our live today, she used this Always and Forever stamp set to create that. And if you want to know how she die cut that out, of course, she used the Always and Forever. We have these dies actually in two options. There's option one that is Always and Forever with just the bird and the hearts. And then we have all of these other things that you can die cut out with the Always and Forever companions. And we did that for price purposes. We didn't know if you want them both, you just buy them both. But we wanted to give an option to the people who might just want to die cut out the heart. And you'll see the companions. Mindy Egan did the companions. Look how detailed. I mean, you can't cut that with scissors. See how these companion dies really helped her get those words to cut out. And this one, Barbateriao, she got that word Valentine to cut out here. And then another Valentine word. My goodness, Nina Marie, what? Don't the cutouts on this card make all the difference? This one too, by Emily Midget. This is a stamp set you're going to want the dies for. I mean, you guys don't hear me say that very often because I don't want to push product on you. I want to really give you inspiration and showcase the opportunities options you can have with all of these products. Although I see this card by Mary Reiner, and I guess Mary didn't use any dies here, and this card is still spectacular. She embossed, I don't know, does the camera pick it up? She embossed in gold. You hold the key to my heart. And also by Mary Reiner, she used the Keys 3D embossing folder along with this. You hold the key to my heart. Really beautiful. And then the companions, Nina Marie die cut and stamped that beautiful bird with the heart. Oh. Okay, I've got a really fun one next. For all you people who love fairy tales, including my beautiful nieces, oh my goodness, if you have children in your family, not even children, isn't this whimsical? Coloring this for anybody. This is called Pixie Dust, and it's an Alberto Gava illustration. Thank you, Alberto. We love this. It even has a few mushrooms. Life with you is a fairy tale. You sparkle and glow wherever you go. I can totally see my grandma. It's fun. you know, do you guys say, I even saved the cards my grandma sent me when I was a kid. Both of my grandmas and my parents, when I was moving recently, I found so many of those cards, and those people have passed on. But it just reminds me how even when I was a little girl, that this is totally the kind of card that they probably would have sent me. You sparkle and glow wherever you go. I can imagine sending that to your granddaughter. I still have that card today. So never underestimate the value of hand mail and hand making. Don't ever underestimate that value. And this is a full A6 size card. Susie Plantamura, you can frame this. I mean, I would frame this and put it in your nursery or something. And I know I'm talking about the childish vibe of these stamps, but in a second, this is by Emily Midget, I'm going to show you that they're not all about being child, you know, the like fairy tale. This is by Callie Person, because the flower in the middle of this, Enza created this. Wait until you see. Okay, so this is one vibe, right? I don't know, it's a few different vibes, but this is a vibe. I'm just going to say that. See this vibe? Hold on, because we're going to switch gears. You're holding this vibe, right? Now, look what Heather Hoffman created. Same stamp set. Look at the flowers. She put the gems in the middle of those flowers. Yes, yes, yes. Love. She embossed those with metallic. So see how one maker can get a product and create one thing, and another maker can create another thing, and another maker can create another thing. I mean, come on, isn't that great? Of course, there's coordinating dies, but all of this is made with the Pixie Dust stamp and die set. And these makers just way to go. Love it, love it, love it. Gonna talk a little bit more about stencils. Okay. This has been a popular stencil. It's called Falling in Love. Look at that background. And I was telling you how Jennifer McGuire sent us cards. Thank you, Jennifer. I just loved her video yesterday. I haven't seen the one today yet, but the one yesterday. And this is the same technique where she took a stencil, sprayed it with a fine mist of alcohol, ran it through a machine to create pressure. So when you look at this card, you can tell there was some pressure. And it also made the ink. This is Simon Says Stamp Positively Saturated Inks. See how beautiful they blend? So thank you, Jennifer, for creating this card. And then again, we talk about vibes. Karen Downs created this, as well as this. And this, with that stencil. And I've got some glitter stencil paste with Tracy Ware did this, and multiple colors of glitter stencil paste, and even a shaker card, Chickadee Shake by Emily Midget. And all of this is using this beautiful Falling in Love. Now, a lot of times I'm skimming over like, how on earth, I mean, trust me, I'm thinking, how did Karen make that card? I'm not really sure, but one of the reasons why I call out the makers is so that you can look at their social media, and they often are sharing how they made this. Oh.
Pretty sure that's Emily, what Emily did. That's on me. Put you the wrong.
So Emily probably used, so we're solving mysteries little by little. We also have this Falling in Love foil transfer card pack as part of the release. And so she used foiling cards for this. And when I say foiling cards, these come to you looking like this. They don't, I mean, foiling, this doesn't look, but if you know how to use a foiling machine like Gina's machine, you know that all you have to do is put a little bit of foil sheet over that, run it through your machine like Gina's Fuse machine, and you're gonna come out with a result like this. So obviously Emily used a magenta style foil to create that. This, I'm not so sure. So if you want to know how Karen_crafts10 made that, you can look her up on her social media. And then it's actually interesting because Maggie Hawes chose to use these sheets and not foil them. And you can even do that and come up with marvelous results. So I like that. And then, oh, look at this. Oh my gosh, Reed, look at this whole stack of foiled cards. What? I didn't see these sitting over there before. Look, look. Oh my gosh.
A quick question about this.
Holy guac, wait, look, gold, red. I didn't see all these. Look at this beautiful foils. Oh my gosh. If you guys haven't tried the foiling methods yet, oh, you need to get yourself a fuse machine. Look. In these I don't remember what these cards retail for. I don't know. Are they like $5.99 for 4? They're so affordable.
Susan
You guys
might
can
know.
correct me in the chat. Susan, are we charging, or Beth, anybody in the chat, Nina, what are we charging for 4 of these cards? I mean, I know they're affordable and they're nice, thick weight cardstock. And we print these here in Columbus, Ohio.
Quick question about
Yes.
Do they coordinate with the stencil?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's why it was so easy for us to, yes.
And
Yes.
they're available as a set. So if you'd like to buy it just together, that's easy too.
Good point. The bundle is always an option here at Simon. And we have, that's the other thing that's wonderful at Simon. We want to be your one-stop shop. So we've got multiple foiling brands. We've got multiple foiling machines. There's red, multiple foiling colors, lots and lots of options. Any of the designers who work with me know what's probably one of my favorite sayings of 2024 is, I love options. And this is a beautiful stamp set, Friends Forever. So I don't know, I'm looking at the chat a little bit, and I wouldn't mind if you guys tell me who that's watching us live and chatting, do you still go to Facebook? Are you a Facebooker? I do I like to lurk on Facebook. And in my lurking on Facebook, I found the artist who illustrated this stamp set for us. He doesn't speak English. It's not his first language. He speaks broken English, but you find really great resources for not just illustrating, but you can sell your furniture on Facebook. You can do all kinds of things on Facebook. So I just happen to love his work so much that I asked him if we could turn some of his images, and Nina Marie Trapani hand selected which images to put together on this beautiful stamp set called Friends Forever. And if you've got a furry friend, or you just like furry friends and you don't want to have the responsibility of having your own, this one kind of reminds me of Simon a little bit, our Boston Terrier. And this is a really nice light hand. These are really pretty to color. And this by Enza, she put a little Simon look-alike holding balloons. And Jessica Vasher used those little critters. I've got another Simon look-alike on Betsy Green's card. And Mary Reiner used the little puppy going into a box. And I don't know what Meg Brooks used these little creatures. How beautiful with the background with that die. I don't know the name of that die. Did she write the back of it on here? Detail pincushion plate. That's a Simon Says Stamp exclusive die. Emily Midget. Emily, this is gorgeous. Look at her coloring. Now, don't look at that embossing folder because that's sold out. But the dog is there. And then I just know without even having to look that Susie Plantamura created this wonderful scene on a slimline card. Cindy from CRN Cards, look how she turned the one balloon into a shaker by putting sequins in there. And then this is also, I think this is a Callie card, Callie person. See, she used those foil transfer cards to create this scene. And then Barbara Terriau used this little letter with hearts. Happy Valentine's Day. So many options. I don't know. Are we having people commenting yet?
Yeah.
Did you guys, I'd love, good, because I like to watch this on rewatch and look at the comments. Not myself. I don't know. Do you guys find it hard to look at yourself? I like to watch the comments and see what people are saying and learn from you, hear what you want. Do you want some more art like this? I just happen to really love this artist. You don't have to, that's I think what draws me and so many people to stamping. You don't have to know how to draw if you have stamps. You just use stamps and you color them. You emboss them, you die cut them. You can use stamps in so many different ways. Now, the other reason I love our industry is not just for the cards you can make and the tags you can make. But remember a little bit earlier, you guys heard me talking about box? Yes, we have a Sweet Hearts box set of dies. Look at that doozy. Now, heads up, if you're taking that live class with us, if you're joining us for the live class on February 7th, we will be using this Sweet Hearts box die set. If you purchased one of our kits they're sold out now, but if you were one of the people that got a kit, you have this in your kit. It will be put in your kit. Those kits are going to start mailing next week, late next week, because Tara is still working on them. And if you've got the kit, this is in it. If you want to join us for class and we're not able to snag a kit before they sold out, grab yourself the Sweethearts box die. Wait until you see all of these incredible boxes. This one by Barbara Terriau, this one by Betsy Green. Look how people even tied in the stencils. Look at this one with the little kitty critter I showed you a few minutes ago. This one by Mary Reiner. Mary came here and dropped these off in person. Thank you, Mary. This by Emily Midget. She took that panel from the embossing folder on her card and made it into a box front ground. And then I love the polka dots on this one. Who made this? Oh, Barbara Terriau made this. I mean, come on. Look at all these boxes. And last but not least, this one is by Callie Person. I'm sorry, Callie. I fiddled with it and closed it. This is another box by Callie Person, and these people used the heart die, which is here. So not only do you have a box option, but we wanted you to get a lot of value out of this set. So we added other images onto here, and you'll see the hugs from this box is from the die included. There's a love ya, there's multiple hearts. You can use one of the hearts to create a front hole on your box where you add acetate and you can see then through what's inside. You could just leave the front of your box solid like this and like this, but there's so many options, and I hope you guys will think about joining us for that class February 7th. I think you're going to get inspired with lots of ideas, not just Valentine's ideas. Boxes are also going to be great for upcoming Easter. Don't forget, we all like to do little treats for Easter too. Retro hearts, I happen to be a fan favorite of this, and when you see the inspiration, you'll know why. This is a 4x6 clear stamp set made in the USA. I love that too. The inspiration will give you an idea. Heather Hoffman from Houses Built of Cards created that. And Maggie Hawes, don't you love that? It's another one of those optical illusion cards. And then Jessica Vasher used the solid heart to create that and splattered with black. And I also love Meg Brooks' retro look of the like colors she chose for the background. And that font on Love is pretty retro. Okay, are you going to eat the candy? Teresa, I'm not sure which, hold on, who had, oh, Hershey's Kiss. Two different people put Hershey's Kisses, and Hershey's Kisses are some of my favorite chocolate.
Which box is Callie's?
Oh, this one is Callie's. Oh, Callie's got something inside of her box. Callie, no wonder Reed put that aside. I was like, wait a minute, why is that box? Oh, she's got, what does Callie have inside? She has cute little notes. Callie, oh my gosh. Imagine, oh my gosh. Oh, I love these. Look how cute and dainty. Miss you, love you, adore you. Can you imagine putting these in your kids' lunch boxes or in somebody's desk at work? I mean, I don't know about miss you if they're at work, but seriously, look how cute these are. Love you. Aw, I would totally put love you on Stephanie's desk. I don't know, Stephanie, if you're here now, but if you get something on your desk that says love you, you know I love you. Okay, Sam, I know Sam loves you too, but your friend Heidi can love you. But look at all of these beautiful, oh, thank you. I'm glad you pointed that out about that box. Okay, so yes, I would love to eat the candy. I might eat the candy because although if I eat the candy, what's gonna happen is that when we use that box on display, it's not gonna have as much impact. People aren't gonna realize you can put candy like that in the box so perfectly. So maybe I won't eat that candy, but I do love candy. The problem with Hershey's Kisses though is you have to unwrap like 50 of them to get like a real chocolate satisfaction. You know what I mean? And you saw on Callie's little notes, she had really fine notes in there. Those are from this Circle Sentiment set. Pretty sure, I don't remember who illustrated this. Sherry and Nina, you're in the chat. Who is the illustrator of this stamp set? Because your people are doing really fun things with it. Here's a Maggie Hawes card. Anne Fine. I like how she actually made a little 3D looking box here. And then Karen Downs. The font on these sentiments is just spectacular. Let's go over that.
Miriam Pranter.
Miriam, okay, Miriam Prantner illustrated this. Can't live without you, love you, and adore you. Sending big hugs, so much. Friend, I miss you, and even a Merry Christmas. So look at this, a little something for everyone. And see all these letters? You had to get creative and figure out what words you can make, because obviously you can make I love you. Love you, love you. Who is this? Yep, Cindy from CRN Cards. This one is by Sherry Carroll. And the circle sentiments dies, these are really interesting because you don't even need the stamps to make great use out of these dies. All you got to do is cut on colored cardstock and you get all these little pieces. You get the circles, and the circles are all a little bit different from each other. It's not just one circle. See how interesting it is to have multiple sizes and shapes of circles? And then the dies include all of the letters, the V, the H, the U, the Y, all of the letters you can see. Sorry I bent that. Again, this is called Circle Sentiments. So many options with Circle Sentiments. Reed, do we have any questions? I feel like I'm...
Yeah. So it's, where's the, oh, shoot, got to turn my mic on.
My mic's on now. So where's the best place to get new information? So like our new classes or anything that's coming up?
Should I talk about email?
Yep.
Okay. So if you want to be the first to know about our new releases, because our VIPs got this release a few hours ahead of everybody else, so they had first dibs at the inventory. If you want to be the first to find out about new releases or even our classes, because we are planning another one, you just go to our website and sign up for emails. Just put your email address in there, and we will email you you'll be the first to know. We'll send the emails before I do the live. That's our plan, at least for next month. I can't promise that's how it's always going to be, but we are planning on doing that for next month. Isn't this cool? Who made this bag? Paint. So paint with the stencils. Outline heart stencils. This is a set of 4. And if you are going to be joining us for our next class, which is using this stencil, I just want you to know this stencil set, it's a set of 4, is included in your kit. So if you snagged one of those kits, this is in it. However, if you want to join us for that class, which I think is optimal to craft along with us, even on rewatch, because it's going to be a free class. It's going to live on our YouTube channel even when we're done. Even when we're not live anymore, it's going to live there. This stencil set, you probably want to pick this up because we're going to be using that in class.
Jessica Vasher designed
Ooh,
that bag.
Jessica made this. Okay, so look, she made a little canvas craft bag and she used paint with her stencils. So stencils are great. You don't just have to use ink, or you don't just use ink. You can also use paint. Mary Reiner created this and this. And how interesting is it that Tracy Ware used the black fine line technique. And Meg Brooks, I love the colors on here, Meg. And Mindy Egan also outlined with a black, actually, did she outline that? I'm not sure what her technique was, but if you want to know how Mindy Egan made this card, you can just go to her blog or her social media. Mindy Egan is spelled E-G-G-E-N. And then Callie sent us a shaker card. Love it, love it, love it. So all of these are using, oh my gosh. That's how they did the outline. They used their stamp, the outline hearts stamp. So stamped it first with black. Here, let me pull up one of those cards. Stamped it first with black and then used the stencils to color. I feel foolish. And then use the stencils to color in the pieces on this. So that's how that was done. Another option is you could take the stencil. You know what? We're teaching something. One of the reasons I'm so confused is because what we're doing in this stencil with class does actually involve a black pen. So I'm not just foolish. My mind is playing tricks on me because we did use that stencil in a way that I'm seeing some people kind of emulate in these cards. Okay, I'll stop talking about the black pen now.
You're doing great.
Thank you. Speaking of Emily Midget, Emily not only does cards for us, she also illustrated this anemone wreath stamp Susie Plantamura used the stamp and colored it like this. Mindy Egan did another square card. This stamp really lends itself to square cards too. Cindy from CRN Cards created this, so you can also use that stamp to have it go off the side, kind of like Callie did here. And Maggie, oh, these are showstoppers. Look at this. So Maggie did her wreath coming off on separate cards. And you can also cut out pieces of the wreath to create multiple flowers. Mary Reiner here. Another vibe, Karen Downs has another vibe. And I know Christmas is over, but how wonderful is this card that Emily Midget created with the stamp that she illustrated? So she actually stamped it and embossed it in black. I don't know if you can tell that here, but that is embossed in black, which is really stunning in person. And then she colored. Absolutely extraordinary, Emily. You really, really, I mean, this card is a showstopper. This card is something I would frame. And speaking of framing, Emily also sent us a framed look at that, the Anemone wreath. I don't know if I said that right, but she watercolored it and framed it. So, wow, absolutely spectacular. Thank you for doing that, Emily. Talk about full service. I mean, Emily didn't just make a card. She made way more than a card. She made the stamp and the framed work. Okay, this Tumbling Flowers was made to go with an embossing folder that was previously released. It's called the embossing folder Tumbling Flowers. Comes with a cutting die, and these stencils will allow you to cut, or not to cut, to color each of those flowers. Oh my goodness, Cindy. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And I think this is by Callie. Callie, is this another one of your beautiful pieces of art? Wow. So an embossing folder coupled with these dies, or I'm sorry, I keep saying dies, stencils. There's 5 stencils in this pack. So you can do 5 different color families with it. See how there's 5 there? And we've got different colors. You can do pinks, purples, blues, greens, some metallic yellows in the middle. So it makes coloring a breeze. So this is really fun. If you're going to mass produce cards with a lot of impact, it's really easy to do it with this embossing folder and set of stencils. Oh, Shitake. Is Kathy Zilski watching?
She sure is. And
Thank you, Kathy. We were at a trade show in person and had so many, I mean, I can't tell you how many people were asking us about mushrooms. There was a lady standing in front of me giving me lots of ideas while I was texting Kathy Zilski saying, hey, we've got a customer with a great idea, and other people were standing around saying, oh, we love that, and we had so much fun. Let that Shitake go. You will rise above. Things will get better. Nobody has time for that Shitake. Here for you. Hang in there. I'm so sorry. So proud of you. You did it. Holy Shitake. Oh, Shitake. Those were the things we were texting her. We just had fun brainstorming together. Shitake Happens by Enza. And then Kathy actually made these cards. And I love that she die cut them out as well, because isn't there a lot of impact when you die cut the images that you color? So we also have the Shitake available. And this, I just love the reds. Karen Crafts, Karen_crafts 10. I hope this translates on camera with how beautiful the red is in this card. And if you're looking for some more realistic mushroom, Susie Plantamura made hers look really realistic. This one is kind of fairy tale. I think this is a Callie Person card. And then another one with reds, Barbara Terriau. All those reds. And this is cut out. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but in person, the impact of having those die cut out is pretty spectacular. So it's meant to be fun.
So
The
Kathy
word
just
Shitake.
commented.
Pardon?
And Heidi, there is a stencil coming. It's coming with the Shitake.
Oh,
So-
there's a stencil coming. I think the stencil is coming in the February release, which will be late February.
Ooh, good thanks.
God, that's a good reminder. Okay, I'm going to talk about a really detailed die that also cuts all these little lines on it. This is called Exotic Blooms. Betsy Green created this card. So you can see with the card the die actually cuts out all those little lines. So talk about making your life easier. Karen Crafts, she illustrated here really well too, how the die cuts those lines. Tracy Ware, again, this is the Exotic Blooms dies. And the colors that Heather from Houses Built of Cards here, I love those colors together. And I like the simplicity that Mindy Egan put 1 as her focal point. I love you so much. And then Callie Person did multiples cut out on her card front. And along those same lines, Callie did a 4-pack. You are amazing. All of these using the Exotic Blooms dies. Almost finished, everybody. My gosh. I've got one more product to show. This is another clear stamp made in the USA. It's 6 by 6, or maybe it's 5 1/4. I'm not exactly sure of the size. It might be 5 1/4. Is it? Okay, 6 by 6. This is called Harlequin Heart. Really fun. And we got people thinking outside the box with it too. Betsy Green created a candy wrapper with hers. And Jessica Vasher created this. You can really see that, like, it's another one of those eyeball, another Tracy Ware card, another one of those eye games on Facebook where you stare at something long enough and then it starts to change form. Okay, I do want to do, I know I told you I was finished with products, but there's one more thing I want to do a last call for while you're all alive. We have our January card kit of the month. Oh, my microphone. Sorry, guys. Give me a sec here. Our January card kit of the month, the Yeti. I don't know, what did we name the January card kit of the month? It is While Supplies Last. All of these cards were made by, different people actually. Callie Person, Sherry Carroll, Callie. Even see this little wobbler? We even included a wobbler in the kit. This one is by Nicole Sport. Wow! Look how many people sent us cards. Kathy Zilski, what? I didn't even realize we had all these cards in our possession. Another Kathy Zilski card. Kathy, oh, love, love, love. Wow. Emily Midget, oh my gosh. Callie Person, look at all the cards. You don't have to use the Yeti, and you know there's snowmen in it. Obviously, the Yeti is the personality. There's Nobody Like You has some personality too. There's Nobody Like You with a Yeti wobbler. All of these projects were made, and this is kind of a last call because we're almost sold out of this as our January subscription kit. You don't need a subscription to get it, but if you're a subscriber, you save $5, so you might as well subscribe. We have this whole pack of papers. Actually, I'm going to open this pack.
While she's opening that pack, I see a few of you asking about the class. Yes, the class will be February 7th at noon. The kit has sold out and will not be restocked, but the individual items are still for sale.
So the individual items, I went through some of them in this live. So this is, you get this, we don't usually do this. You get 2 of each of these double-sided sheets in the January card kit. These are 6 by 6 sheets, and you could see from the card samples, a lot of people use those for their pattern papers and the backgrounds of their projects. So the kit actually comes with this Get Yeti and balloon. It's the Yeti with a balloon. It comes with the Get Yeti full 6 by 8 stamp set. This 6 by 8 stamp set, you guys, sells for $24.99. But the kit, if you're a subscriber, is only $34.99. So the kit is a great value, and I'm still going through products in this kit. And this die, it's a 3D, I'm sorry, I keep saying die. This embossing folder, Illuminated Jacks, is part of the kit too. It's a 3D. These are the best 3D embossing folders. This is a $9.99 embossing folder. Like I said, you get Action Wobble. That's what makes this little guy go like that. We do have packs, full packs of Action Wobbles on our website if you can't get enough of the Action Wobbles. This is a Doodlebug Yeti. I actually have him on my laptop, no joke. Here's my laptop. I keep him on my laptop. I love him so much. And we also included some envelopes. You get a set. These are foilable sentiment strips. You don't have to foil them, but if you want, you can foil them. You get this really cool holographic paper, which I don't know, did anybody use the holographic paper to die cut their balloon? That was why I put it in the kit. I thought it would be cool on a balloon. I don't remember. But if you get the kit, that's a good thing to do your balloon. And you also get this really thick, great for card bases, Simon Says Stamp premium cardstock, and then 2 sheets of Nina white cardstock, which is a favorite for coloring and blending. Our Simon 120 is also a favorite for that kind of stuff, but to be honest, we have very low on inventory of that right now, so we put the Nina white cardstock in with this kit. I like to add a little lollipop in there. We all love a little treat. You also get an inspiration sheet, which I'll spare you on camera, but you get an inspiration sheet loaded with ideas on how to use the kit. I think I just showed a bunch of ideas here how to use the kit. Reed, do you want to switch to the front camera and we'll finish up with all the updates for everybody? Yes, I saw some chat and I had a note come across my desk that the class kits are sold out, but we do hope you'll join us live for that class on February 7th here on YouTube. Anybody can watch it. You can watch it on rewatch if you got a kit and you're not available at noon Eastern time on February 7th. That's fine too. It'll be available. It'll stay on rewatch. We try to make it as easy for you guys as possible. You don't need a special code. You don't need a special coupon. You don't need to log in anywhere. You just go to YouTube, and you don't even need to be logged in to YouTube to watch that class. So that'll be February 7th. Nina Marie Trapani will be teaching me how to make a card, a box, and a tag, 3 different ones with some of the products I showed you already today and more extra products that will be in that are in the kit. Inks, blending brushes. There's all kinds of things in that kit. But if you were not able to get the kit, we have all of those products available on our website for available purchase. So if you have them already, or if you want to purchase them now, so you have them in your hands for class, that would be absolutely optimal. I see Billy Dean as thanking the makers, and I certainly don't want to forget to thank the makers, because the makers got all these products and created that we were able to inspire you today to create. Oh, Tammy said Heidi's amazing. Oh, I'll let my kids know that. Everything comes alive in color. I agree. Reed was watching your chat today, actually, while we were live, because we have somebody who was here live with us today who gets a $100 gift card to Simon Says Stamp. And Charlotte Combs, C-O-M-B. Sorry, Reed.
C-O-M-B-E-S. Sarah Combs, please email Reed at simonsaystamp.com.
And then Charlotte, when you email Reed, you're going to get the $100 gift card to Simon Says Stamp. Okay, make sure you sign up on our website for our newsletters, because then you'll be the first to know when we have another kit or class or products or a sale, inspiration, any secrets. Now, Tuesday, we're going to go live again at 10 a.m. Eastern time, Tuesday, January 14th. I've got a secrets revealed from our next card kit. Our next card kit is our it's our February card kit of the month. And there's a lot of insider information with that February card kit of the month that you're going to want to know about. So watch that live, and I will share the insider secrets of the next month's card kit. This one's almost sold out. The Yeti's almost gone. So now is really your last chance to get the Yeti. Tara just has a few more Yetis at her station. Let me go through my notes and make sure we covered everything. Oh, like and subscribe. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, why not? Subscribe. It helps us. It helps you be notified. YouTube does some kind of thing on your account where you're notified. You do have to be logged in to your YouTube account to subscribe. But even if you simply give us a thumbs up on this video, it helps the logarithm with YouTube. So your crafty friends who you're connected with or who we're connected with can also get notification of this video. So you can see all this great inspiration people from around the world have sent us to share with you today. And really, 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 I don't want to forget, and I don't want to leave out you. Thank you for watching us, because you're watching us and you're creating and making, or you're like my mom and you just like to watch other people do these kinds of things and learn from that. Thank you for being here and for joining us. It's because of you that we get to do all of this. And I have to tell you, Simon Says Stamp really has the best team in town. We've got makers, illustrators, social media marketing people, great customer service. Brian and his IT guru behind the scenes. I mean, Brian even does our solar lights outside for us. He knows all the technology stuff. Brian is involved in so many facets of our business. And Reed. I mean, Reed was making over 1,000 crafty parcels for you guys this year. And when we do our fundraisers, he leads on that. When we do Create, he's there. He's here. Reed is all over the place. So we have a great Simon team, but we only get to do these things because you who are watching us are supporting us. And I cannot express enough. Thank you. Love you more. So that's no cap. The kids say that these days, right?
You're killing it with the Lego today.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been watching the Instagram.
And he's great. Big fan.
Better than the ticker talker, right?
There you go.
Yeah. So, and Mindy Egan is joining us live today. Oh, and Sarah Kowalski, who also works here Sarah's going to be here 15 years, is actually acknowledging Brian rocks. He absolutely does rock. So, and Susan and Beth Opal from afar in Utah are also valuable parts of our Simon Stamp family. So thank you. Thank you all. Have a wonderful weekend. I hope in this weather you're able to find time to make and create and craft. It does really good for the soul. So have a great day, everybody. Take care.